Yo, what is good, YouTube? Krishan checking back in with another video. The 2023 Masters Olympia has concluded, and what a great show it was, honestly, across every single division. The Masters Olympia was even better than I anticipated. But let's start with the open class. So Kamal Elgargni wins the 2023 Masters Olympia, bringing an incredible package, and I love the trophies that they're giving out at the Masters. In second place, we had Max Charles. Following prejudging, I seen a few people pick Max to win. Third place, my pick to win was Phil Clahar. Fourth place, far left, Fred Smalls. I believe he was prepped by Chris Aceto. And in fifth place on the far right, I believe we have Kenneth Jackson, who was prepped by Patrick Tour. Congratulations to all of these guys, but of course, the biggest goes out to the champ, Kamal Elgargni. And going into this show, I was wondering if Kamal was going to be able to improve at his age, and honestly, I think he did. Kamal has been competing for so long, I can't say this is the best he's ever looked, but definitely the best of recent. Better than the Arnold, better than the Olympia 212, and also better than last year's Texas Pro Tampa Pro. But I also have to give credit to the production team. The lighting at the Masters Olympia was incredible, and also a lot of these pictures and videos are courtesy of Mariah Up Photo on Instagram. Incredible photographer. But Kamal brought a great package to this show, and it was definitely a well-deserved win. Now let's take a look at a video from the prejudging, and all of these guys came in condition, or could just be muscle maturity because all of them are 40 plus. But what I saw at the Masters Olympia was Kamal bring a great shredded package. Max Charles also brought one of his best packages as of recent as well. Phil Clahar ended up slipping down to third place, and I think that was mostly because of the midsection. At times, Phil did lose control of the midsection. I believe he's had a hernia surgery before. But Kamal Elgargni and Max Charles both have pretty good midsections. And I really want to give credit to Max Charles. I knew that he was a front runner going into this show, but I did not expect him to be fighting for the win. And as far as Max versus Kamal, I think Kamal was more conditioned, also showcased more detail. And even though Max Charles is significantly bigger than Kamal, I would say that Kamal has filled out his frame more, which is a typical issue for taller bodybuilders versus shorter bodybuilders. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think about the 2023 Masters Olympia, especially in the open division? Honestly, as soon as I seen the pictures, the videos of Kamal Elgargni, I had him picked as the winner. And let's switch over to the classic physique division from the Masters Olympia. This division was won by none other than Alex Combronero, and I'm pretty sure he was everyone's favorite. He just won the Arnold Classic like 3 years ago. But in second place, to the left of Alex, we have Kelvin Hende. That guy actually looked pretty good. I thought it was possible that he was going to beat Alex. Third place on the far left, we had Ross Caesar. Fourth place on the far right, we had Luis Martinez. And no offense to Ross Caesar, but I think he could definitely go for Brandon Curry's brother. But let's switch over to the 212 division, which was won by Hidetada Yamagishi. And this guy was already a very accomplished bodybuilder, and he just added another title to his resume. Congratulations to Hidetada. And in second place, we had David Henry. I'm pretty sure we are all familiar with him, and I heard a few people say that he was robbed at this show. Let me know what you guys think if you have an opinion on that. In third place, to the right of Hidetada, we had Anwar, and in fourth place, on the far right, we had Ahmed. Congratulations to all of these guys. Biggest goes to Hidetada. Now let's go ahead and get into some bodybuilding news for today. Samson Dauda at 10 weeks out from this year's Olympia, looking bubbly, looking 3D as usual, and Samson is still making improvements from show to show. And I've said this before, but based off physique updates, Samson Dauda and Derek Lunsford are looking the most impressive going into this year's Olympia. But I don't want to count out our current champ Heidi, count out Nick Walker the Mutant, but those guys look wild. And if Samson improves on what he brought to the Arnold Classic, he is going to be extremely dangerous at the Olympia. Now let's switch over to Nathan Deasha. Nathan is working with Boss of Outlaw, who is the same coach that coaches Urs Kalasinski, if I'm not mistaken. So I think his conditioning will be on, and it looks like his back double bicep execution has already improved. I think Nathan is going to have a great showing at this show, but is it going to be enough to take out Regan Grimes, Blessing Awodabo? Now speaking of the Italy Pro, Shouming Yan said he will be at that show. Now I believe he turned pro at last year's Romania, and he actually hopped into the Open. It could have been a different show, but I'm pretty sure it was Romania. I'm not really going to put any predictions, expectations on this guy going into this show, but he is a freak, and I hope he brings a pretty conditioned package. Conditioning and a little bit more back was the only thing he was missing back in Romania. But let me know what you guys think about this guy. Can he shake some things up? And let's switch over to James Hollingshead, who recently posted up some updates. The front lat spread is from about a week ago, and the video on the left is pretty recent. But since the last time we talked about James, he had gyno surgery. James said he's going to shoot for the 2024 Arnold Classic, and he's also working with Milos now. And it's really great to see James having some direction in his career. Pretty much the last 2 years, he's just been kind of wandering around. Now let's switch over to Wesley Vissers, who recently posted up an update posing next to an amateur bodybuilder. But looking at Wesley, he should be hopping on a bodybuilding stage pretty soon. Wesley has not qualified for the 2023 Mr. Olympia yet, and last year he finally got into the top 10. A lot of fans of Wesley Vissers, has a really classic physique, one of the few guys that actually resembles the golden era of bodybuilding. But as we all know, classic physique isn't meant to mimic the golden era. Wesley looks great. Now let's switch over to Branch Kang, who recently did a guest posing, and he should be competing at the Dubai Pro in just 4 weeks. And as you guys know, I'm a huge fan of this guy's physique. I predicted him to place top 5 at last year's Classic Physique Olympia. But looking at this guest posing, I'm not sure if Kang has really made any improvements. Based off what I'm seeing, he pretty much looks the same as he did last year. And of course, no offense, bodybuilders work very hard, train year-round, diet every day. But this is just my honest take on what I'm seeing in this guest posing. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think? But as always, I hope you guys did indeed enjoy this video. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Krishan from Go Fitness. That's it. I'm out.